Howdy ho, good neighbors. Welcome back to my channel, my little planty channel that is in the middle of the World Wide Web. Thank you for choosing to watch this video. Today we are going to be doing a little bit of plant chores, basically repotting a few things. So I have this prop bin of begonias, and I'm going to be quite honest with you, I don't know what these are. I purchased this as a bundle basically, and nothing came marked. So I don't know what is in here. I'm going to pot them up, do some research, reach out to the seller to see if she knows what they are. She should, since she sent them to me. It was just a box of clippings, basically, is what it is. And a lot of them rotted, but we have some growth. So we're going to pot them up. And then I'm also going to be repotting my polyneura, jasminka. It's put off this little shoot here too, but she's very root bound. It kind of disappoints me having to repot this because I just love the little hummingbird that it's in. But that's okay. We'll just find something else to stick in the little hummingbird. But if I can get this out, I will show you how root bound it is, which means it's just like, look at the roots coming out. It's just drying out way too fast, and I can't keep up with the watering, so it suffered with growing. It hasn't really grown in a while, so I might clip it back and see if I can convince a new growth shoot. So that's what we're going to do. So we are going to be repotting that into one of my naked plant pots, and I chose red for it because I just thought it'd be a cute combination, if I do say so myself. And we are going to be putting that into pond because I like using pond for my self watering. And hopefully the audio is better on this since I have my new little microphone. Hopefully I'm not hitting it too much. But yeah, so hopefully everyone is having a good day. What are you doing while you're watching this video? Are you doing plant chores, or are you just relaxing at home, or are you driving? Hopefully you're not driving because that could be dangerous. So yeah, comment in the sections. Let me know what you're doing today. These are my pots. I think I got these Amazon, maybe Amazon or Temu, one or the other one. Temu. I don't know. What was it last year? People were saying, "Oh, we've been saying it wrong." Well, I say everything wrong, so it doesn't really matter to me. So hopefully we can dig these out without messing them up too much. So let's see. Let's find some ruins with some good roots. Okay, that just came out pretty easily. Hopefully I didn't tear up any roots. Take away these rotted leaves and the sphagnum moss. Okay, I think that'll be okay. I don't want to mess with it too much because it has really fine roots. Okay, I got that big piece off, but it's not wanting to focus too much, but you get the idea. It doesn't have to be perfect because I'm putting it in soil. It's not like I'm putting it in. Wow, they are some really fine roots. I don't know. These pots might be too big. I mean, it can definitely grow into it. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should put it in something smaller. No, I'm just going to go with it because then I'm not going to have to worry about up potting it again. So we will do, we have blue, pink, yellow, purple, green. I'm going to go with, what do you think? I'm going to go with the purple. Purple, purple, purple. Okay, they're not that big. So we're just going to stick it in there. And I'm just going to use another one of these for scooping. I do have other plants I need to repot, but I need to repot my Burl Marks Flame. She has me a little worried because she has a dark spot on her. And I am hoping it is not root rot. So, she is also in pond and in self watering, and she's been doing really well in it. So I want to keep her in self watering, and I don't have any pots big enough in self watering. So I ordered some 8-inch naked roots probably 20 minutes ago. So as soon as those get in, we will repot her. She's awfully flimsy in here, so let's add a little bit more. But I also do not want to cover the leaves. So you guys know how I'm always unboxing plants that I'm like, oh, I got this on Plant Page 3.0. I got this on Plant Page 3.0. I deleted myself from Plant Page 3.0 because I'm trying to save money. So hopefully I can do that. Okay. There she is. We're going to water her in. And hopefully she does okay. It's that white spot. Right there. It's not going to focus. I don't think it's anything. My eyes are not the best with up close and personal these days. Old age sucks. Okay, we're going to leave her in there like that. I don't want to mess with her too much, but we'll get her watered in. Okay, next. Next, we're going to do this one. Which might be a little difficult. Maybe we should save this one for last. Okay, this is what came up when I pulled on it. So let's try to get this moss off. Today's July 1st. Lots of things to do this weekend, and honestly, I'm not looking forward to it. It's supposed to be really hot. It's supposed to be 100 degrees on Saturday. I have a family get together in Virginia on Saturday. And I really want to go to it because I don't really get to see my Virginia family much. I live in Maryland and we're not really that far away, maybe an hour, but we just don't get together very much, except for like maybe once a year, which is usually 4th of July. And I really want to go, but it's going to be so stinking hot. It's It's going to be miserable. So I'm not really looking forward to it. Sad to say, because I am looking forward to seeing my family. I think I just broke a root off. But I'm not looking forward to heat. I don't do well in heat. I never have. Not even when I was a kid. I would have blackouts in church because church didn't have air conditioning. Or maybe it was God telling me I better do better with my soul. That's a possibility. Oh, I did not tell you that I'm using my mix that I get from Tazula, and it is a begonia mix. They have all sorts of mixes. I get the aeroid mix. Well, I've gotten the aeroid mix and I've gotten the begonia mix. I haven't gotten anything else, but they do have like different varieties. So I like it. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Is that stem broke? Yeah, a broken leaf. Should I just stick it back in this bin? I don't know if I'm going to keep this bin. I'll probably chunk it. So I feel like whatever was in here should have grown by now if it was going to. But anyway, back to the mix. So it has, I've talked to you guys about it before, but this is the begonia one. It's called Grow Mix, soil free, made to order. We obsessed over 100 plus mixes, so you would never have to settle. But this is what they suggest for begonias because it keeps moisture in a little bit more. This is what we have. And I think that'll be okay. And what color should we use for this one? I'm thinking pink to go with the stems. I think that'll be a good mixture, a good combination. And this little guy has a lot of little growth points on there. Can you see them in there? So that's exciting. And I really don't go really towards the green, but these leaves are really cute. If you know what it is, put it in the comments because I don't know what it is. I'll have to ask the seller. If you guys know or think you know, we can see if you are right. That's what the mix looks like up close. Whoopsie. So those are my 4th of July plans. I have the picnic in Virginia on Saturday, but then I also have family located in, well, technically they're in Westover, Maryland, and so we'll be going there on Sunday. So a lot of things happening, and then of course my husband wants to go see some fireworks. I've never been really much of a fireworks person, but I know a lot of people are, and he is. So he wants to go see some fireworks somewhere. Clean the little pot off. They all just want to sag. But they might do better once I get it watered in, squish it down, make it firm. Let's add a little bit more. I went a little crazy ordering pings. I don't know if you saw my last video where we built a pingdom, but we might be making another one because I have 18 things coming to me. One a little crazy. And that's what happens. And that's why I've taken myself off of these groups. Granted, I have some plants coming that I ordered before I banned myself. But it was a huge step for me. So I'm actually proud of myself. Okay. Next, we have I think this is the same one with two different growth points. So let's try to get it out of here. I don't know what that is. Okay, so we've got a couple little things going on in here that I did not realize. So we have this one, and we have this one, which are two different plants, but they look like the same to me. I don't know what's up with the little holes. They look the same to me. But then this little guy was growing, and I don't want to break off its roots. This thing was growing in here. I don't know what this is, but it's very flimsy. So I'm not sure what to do with it. Okay, so here's the leaf that it grew from. How do I pop this up though? Whoops, the leaf just fell off. I don't know what to do. Look at how tiny they are. Is that something else growing? Oh no, that's coming off of that plant. All right, well, I think they're the same plant, so I'm going to plant these two together because I don't have the room to keep two of the same things. I have enough of that going on around here. Which I need to plant my two monstera albos together. I need to do that at some point. I could do that today. Would we want to do that? Kind of scared to do that because I don't want them to go downhill once I do that. So I want to make sure the planter is big enough. Right, so that should be good enough for that one. And then this guy. And hopefully once I get these out of this container and start giving them some vitamins, nutrients, hopefully they'll start doing better. I think they're the same. Well, even if they're not, they're going in the same pot. So let's do this one in green. It's a little hard to get apart. There. In case you didn't know, I have a 5-year-old, and one of our favorite pastimes is going to the movies. And they actually have a lot of good kid movies coming out. I'm excited because we don't let him watch a lot of weird stuff. We don't let him play video games. We don't do any of that. Um, so we really enjoy going to the movies. It kind of grew a little crooked, so. And the last time we went to the movies, we did the 3D experience, which he loved. But then he was getting mad during it because, not all the scenes have things coming at you and stuff. And he was just like, nothing's coming at me. I'm like, you gotta be patient and wait for that moment in the movie. Kids, they don't understand patience. He has none. Like, no patience. He takes after my father. And that's scary. Like, my father, if you go to a restaurant and they're like, oh, it's like 10-minute wait, he leaves. I'm like, Dad, it takes you that amount of time to get anywhere else to eat anything. So why not just wait? I don't know. I don't know. Everyone's different. Everyone's different. It's like the whole plants. A lot of people don't get the plants, but we do. And we love them. I put both of them in there. And this one didn't have a real deep uh, root system. So hopefully it's in there. Okay. Is this thing still on? It's got a green light. I'm assuming it's working, guys. Okay. Next, I don't know what this thing is. I don't know what any of them are. It seems like a big root. I left these in a little too long. I think I got this back in the winter. And I literally just stuck it in front of a grow light and kept the lid on it and just let it do its thing. And then I opened it up the other day and I was like, oh, maybe I should get some of this stuff out. I don't even know where those little things are now. It's gotten covered. Those little plants I was showing you. We's gonna have to find them and dig them out, I guess. Don't know what this is. But like I said, now that they're getting in some good soil, they'll be getting some nutrients. They should do better. There were a lot more leaves, but most of them died. As far as propagations, not on this plant. Well, that's what we're working with. All that stuff. Oh, here's one of the little ones. There's one of the little ones. And then where's that weird one that I'm like, I don't know what this is. Is that it? Found it. That guy. This looks like a terrarium begonia to me. And I think some of them were terrarium begonias. We'll figure that out. I'm debating on leaving these leaves in here and see if I can get more plants from them. Okay, we will do. We've got a pink, a purple, a green. Let's do. Let's do yellow. We haven't done a yellow one. Just gonna pick off these dead leaves so they're not in the soil. I wonder if I should cut this part off so she can start over. And why it ended up like this because, like I said, I just had it in the prop bin and apparently they were growing, and so it just was growing against the lid. We'll let it do its thing for now. Because she might fix herself. Nature is wonderful with like that. Nature's cool. Last year, have you guys ever did those things where you grow the butterflies? We did it last year, and I want to do it again this year. But this year I want to do monarchs since they are getting extinct. They're yeah, they are, the population's decreasing on them for whatever reason. I haven't done the research to know why. But I want to grow them to try to, I mean, I know it's not going to help much, but you never know. Repopulate them somehow. It's better than doing nothing. She's not looking too hot. But like I said, we're just gonna let her do her thing. Question: should I repot these mystery ones together? I don't know. They're so little. So little. I don't know what to do. They're so little. And this one's so flimsy. I could just put like a little bit of substrate in the cup, not fill it up, so that way it can lean against it as it grows. We're going to do that. And we are going to use blue. And actually the one I've been using as a scoop already has a little bit in it. So I think I'll stick this in my terrarium. That way it has high humidity. There's that one. Where's that oddball? And let's go. I can't even tell if that's in the soil. I think it is. They're growing from a leaf, so I'm trying to stick the little leaf in the soil. Yeah. Why not? And so this is what we have left. So that leaf fell off of the crooked one, and this leaf fell off of this guy. So we're going to use those. We're just going to keep them in there and see if they do anything. I guess I left the lid in the bedroom that they were in. Next, we have my polyneura. Give me this back so I can empty the soil into that. Are you going to just pop out? No. No, you're not. Am I going to have to break it? Wouldn't be the first time. All these roots. I had no idea. They weren't even like this when I looked at it the last time we looked through my plant cabinet. Trying to loosen it up inside. You hear that? Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right, so those broke off, but I feel like she's gonna be okay. Actually, I could have used this for those little ones. I still could. It smells like soil. I don't know if I'm going to put it in that self-watering one if I can't get all this soil off of there. We have any buggies? I've released a lot of beneficials. That's why I was wondering. All right. I am going to soak this for a little bit and see if I can get it wet enough to get these uh, roots out of the substrate so I can put it in self-watering and not worry about rotting my roots. So we will return. Okay, we got quite a bit off of it actually. So our roots, I think we have plenty of them. I did lose some trying to get a lot of the stuff off, but yeah, we still have plenty here to work with. I just wanted to make sure I got most of the soil off that I could, just because it's going in self-watering and I don't want it to rot. And there's still a few little things on there, like there's some perlite, but I feel like that's okay because there's perlite in the pond anyway. Right, right, right. Ew. Got a little extra with that. So here we go. I just want to take some of that out. Better. You guys can't even see what I'm doing. It's not much better, but there we go. Like I said, I might cut this one off just to encourage a new growth because it died off. If you can see that. So I don't know if it's going to give me another one or not. Because this one died off too and then shot off another one. So I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to water that in. Do I like it on this side or this side? I'm going to put it in there. Okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to have it like this. So that way this can face the front and I can check the water level. Yep. That's what we're going to do. I'm really debating on sticking these in this little one I just took that hoya out of. In this. No, it's fine. Because it's not that much in there. And this is giving it stability. So I'm going to leave them in there. Okay. Well. Do we want to tackle the monsteras today? Or do we want to just leave it at that and make it a shorter video? We're going to leave it at that because I want to make sure, I want to check my pots to see if I have one that I think is going to be big enough. I have a huge one and I have a not so huge one. So I kind of want something in the middle of those two. So I'm going to check out my pots and then whenever I'm ready to do that, I'll make sure I film it unless I'm in a mood that day that I just want to get it done and my family's home because I keep hitting the microphone. I'm sorry, I'm not used to it. In case it made any noises on your end, but this is stuff I have to do when I'm home by myself with recording because otherwise it's too noisy with my husband and my child. So we are going to leave it at that for now. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Thanks for watching. You can do what you want, just seize that day.